Welcome to HTC's IgnitionWeb tutorials. Today we are going to look at how IgnitionWeb facilitates workflow collaboration through Content Status Manager. Content Status Manager is the collaboration control center through which the status of published or in-process dynamic content is regulated. Collaboration-enabled sites alert editorial staff about content status and enable administrators with publishing rights to reject, accept, and/or publish the content submitted by collaborators. With Content Status Manager, administrator publishing privileges are divided into two categories: supervisors, also known as publishers, and collaborators, also known as editors. Supervisors have access to Content Status Manager where they can accept, publish, or reject content submitted by collaborators through multiple modules. They also have the option of publishing content directly themselves or submitting it to Content Status Manager for approval and publication. During this tutorial, we will be taking a look at workflow collaboration using the Content Status Manager on WOW, the IgnitionWeb demo site. I'm going to begin by logging into IgnitionWeb and clicking on Content Status Manager from within the main navigation menu. Inside Content Status Manager, we can see a listing of all pending items that have been submitted by collaborators. The supervisor's role is to approve or reject these submissions following a content and quality assurance review. Under the Content Type heading, we can see the manager that was used to create the pending content. Use the filter in the top right corner to view only items from a single manager. Rejected, accepted, and published items can be viewed in separate listings by selecting the listing type in the top right corner. By clicking on View Log from within the item listing, you can view an item's detailed creation history. It's important to note the difference between accepting an item and publishing an item. An accepted item will move from the pending listing to the accepted listing, indicating that it has been reviewed by a supervisor, but will not be presented on the front end of the website or sent off to recipients. Collaborators do not have access to Content Status Manager and therefore are required to notify other administrators that content has been created or modified and is ready for review, approval, and publication. When a collaborator submits an item or article that may require approval before publication, they will be prompted with a pop-up. Clicking Cancel will move the item to the pending submission listing, while clicking OK will publish the item or article directly. Now that you know how to manage workflow collaboration with Content Status Manager, you can begin managing your own company or organization's collaborative efforts. That concludes HTC's tutorial on IgnitionWeb's Content Status Manager. We hope that you've learned a lot and encourage you to check out HTC's other IgnitionWeb tutorials so that you can become an IgnitionWeb master.